Jeff has made an absolutely massive post on the forums talking about hero bans and where they are with it right now. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the channel. So what we're going to do in this video is read off the post. It is a massively detailed post, so we need to read this word for word. It will get us sort of into the mind of what's going on with the dev team. What's happening with hero bans? Are they coming? Are they not? What's going to be in the dev update, which is coming out? And some crucial bits of information that Jeff drops in this beautiful forum post. And one thing I do want to say as well, these are beautiful. I really love this because for too long in Overwatch, we sort of have to guess, is this going to happen? Is that going to happen? You do get lots of misinformation being thrown all over the place. You know, sometimes I'm guilty of that. Sometimes other people are. It's just the nature of the beast. So when they come out and make posts like this, it is absolutely beautiful. Everybody loves it. I don't think anybody dislikes this kind of communication. Okay, we're going to get stuck into this, guys. And like I said, there's a lot of text here, but it is crucial we read this off. I've seen a lot of discussions about hero bans the past few days, and I just wanted to offer some perspective on the topic. As always, the Overwatch team has a wide variety of opinions on the concept. Interestingly, we don't have many people on the team vehemently arguing for the feature. More of us, including myself, are reluctant to add hero bans to Overwatch. As I've said before, we're not of the mindset that we're opposed to the idea entirely and will never add them. But overall, there are a number of issues that make us want to proceed carefully. So there you have it, guys, right? They don't want hero bans. So all of this stuff about hero bans being leaked and whatever, turns out it's not actually true, and Jeff has confirmed that. So let's carry on. Coming at this from a game design focus, the number one thing we ask is, what is the problem we're trying to solve? We're not fans of just adding ideas that are in other games just because. We call this bottom-up design. Sometimes the right design decision for one game is a terrible decision for another game, even if the two games are very similar. For example, with World of Warcraft, we did not impose forced grouping, a slow leveling curve, and a punishing death penalty with level loss just because the other successful MMOs had those features at the time. And as a player of those other MMOs, I thought they were the correct decision for those games, but not for WoW. Now that's Jeff referring to EverQuest there, guys, because when you died in EverQuest, you lost experience. Like, imagine World of Warcraft, if you were level 20, then you died and you dropped down to level 19. It'd be a bit crazy. That's what used to happen in old school MMOs, and EverQuest was one of the most prominent ones that featured that mechanic. When I hear why people want hero bans, the conversation usually revolves around a few reasons. I'm sure there are more. People do not like that the meta stagnates. They believe with hero bans, they will be able to ban out the meta heroes, thus moving the meta. In general, the meta not moving is perceived by the player base as bad. People are frustrated with the balance of certain heroes. With hero bans, they feel like they can ban out the heroes they are frustrated with. People do not like playing against certain heroes. With hero bans, they feel like they can ban out a hero they don't want to play against. Now, all of those are completely fair comments. You could actually say a ban system is very much a form of community sort of implemented balance in a way, because you would ban heroes that you would think are OP or that kind of stuff. As a team, we agree with and understand that players want the meta to be more fluid and move more frequently. Even though the vast majority of players only experience the meta through Overwatch League, feedback from GMs, streamers, and YouTubers, we get that the perception of a stale meta is not good for the game. We absolutely have plans to help move the meta more, and we'll be talking more about these in an upcoming developer update. We get it, we agree, make the meta move faster. Okay. Now that's huge there. That is Jeff saying there's going to be updates faster to the game, and they're going to be meta-changing updates. And I think everybody likes that. Again, you know, I don't think anyone out there is going to be like, oh, well, this is bad for the game, because introducing variety all of the time, well, that's the spice of life, right? So I think that will reinvigorate the game. Anyway, Jeff goes on. But just implementing hero bans does not mean the meta will move. Studying other games, the end result is usually a ban meta. The downside of a ban meta is that players are often at odds with each other when someone on their team bans an off-meta hero. The same frustrations that players experience with the meta exist in a ban meta. Hero bans are not a silver bullet solution to making the meta move. If the problem we are trying to solve is that the meta needs to change more, hero bans might actually make the problem worse, not better. We do have a solution in mind, an actual system that we'll talk about next week's dev update, but it is not hero bans. So huge there. The dev update, they've got a system for this, but it's not hero bans. I mean, that to me, that is huge. Like, I cannot wait to see what that is. In regards to players wanting to ban for balance reasons, the way we plan to address this is with more frequent balance updates. The upcoming dev update will go in depth into the plan and shed light on how we're going to accomplish this. So we agree that there are balance issues. We agree balancing needs to happen more frequently. We disagree that hero bans are a good solution to balance problems. To us, removing a hero from play because of balance reasons feels like a sledgehammer. The other reason I listed was that people do not like playing against certain heroes. To this, I am going to give an answer that is not going to be very popular. Basically, it's a PvP game. You don't get to pick what the enemy does. The challenge is overcoming the enemy team with teamwork, ingenuity, and skill. It feels really off to me that the other team dictates how or what I play. So if your reason is that you don't want to play against certain heroes, I think we'll have to agree to disagree on this point. We've changed our minds in the past, but that's where we are for now. I hear a lot of people attack hero bans because they only want to play one hero or one trick. To this, I think our stance is pretty clear. Overwatch is a game about mastering many heroes. We don't expect you to master them all, but you should play a few of the characters. Now, we don't explicitly prevent you from playing one hero, but we also don't encourage it. We think the game is more fun for everyone involved if you play at least a handful of the heroes. That's how the game is designed. So defending one tricking does not factor in for us when it comes to our opinion on hero bans. We want the meta to move more, and one tricking contributes to meta issues. Again, we're not against one tricking, but we're not going to overly enable or encourage it. That's our stance. There are a few other reasons we're reluctant to pursue hero bans at this time as well. We've been really pushing for faster match times. There's a lot going on under the hood on this one. Our philosophy is the game is better if you have quicker matches. The sting of defeat is much less if the match took less time. We're constantly this is me going crazy here, guys, but yeah, like I've actually today I had a terrible game on Ball Sky that was 5-6. Just don't talk to me about it. It was just so bad. Yeah, so bad. We lost, so yeah. Introducing a ban phase at the start of every Overwatch round would add significant time. Your overall time spent on an average night of Overwatch actually shooting stuff would be less. This concerns us a lot. There's also a huge development cost to add in the feature as well. The time commitment would be significant. This last resort is not the one that's driving our decision making. If we thought it was right for the game, like with roll queue, we would absolutely make the investment. I'm looking forward to sharing next week's development update with you all. I think it will clarify things a bit. But in the meantime, I wanted to tell you where we're at with hero bans specifically, since so much misinformation is being spread right now. I hope those of you in favor of the system don't go to doomsday over this news without having the full picture. Information will be available next week on the plan to balance faster and keep the meta moving. We agree on the problems. That's the important thing. Now, this is a great post because I really like this, hero bans. So much misinformation is being spread, and it's true. But I've always been of the mindset that the developers can stop that. If there is misinformation, come out and say it's wrong and correct the community. And this is what they're doing. And this, I think, is the first time we've seen this so fast. Like, as in a post has come out from the game director, no less, saying, look, guys, this is the state of what's going on. We're not introducing a ban system, so that is complete crap. So get rid of that. I can almost imagine in my head the way these conversations would have gone down. You can imagine looking around at YouTube, looking at Twitter, like, why are they all talking about hero bans? Where's this come from? We need to fix this because the community is starting to get out of control. And that's what you need to do. And that's part of community management when it comes to modern games. The devs, the community teams, and all of that need to look at their content creators, need to look at their members of the community and think, do we need to step in? Is this going too far? And obviously it has. And this is interesting. This post, again, is something we can probably go into detail in a lot. But the main takeaways here, guys, are faster balance updates are coming to the game. The dev update is going to tell us how this will work. We won't be getting a ban system because I don't think that's right for the game right now. And, there are arguments for and against that. That is huge, guys, right? That is, actually, it's huge. I can't, just to paint you guys a picture as well. And this is going to sound a bit random, but I was literally in bed watching Castlevania on Netflix. That's what I was doing, right? And I noticed, oh, look, there's a post from Jeff on the forums. What's this about? And then I see this. And the first thing I do is I jump out of bed and I want to make content on it. That's That's what I love about Overwatch and making content on the game. And we've sort of been missing that for a while, right? So, yeah, anyway, that's kind of like more of a me thing. But, guys, I want to know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Jeff, again, has commented on the forums in a lot of detail. And, yeah, wow. Good stuff. All right, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one. And remember, you can follow me on Twitter, which is @Stylosa. It's also @Stylosa on Instagram. And I'll catch you on the next video, guys.